Hello everybody, welcome back to another What's for Dinner November. It is Monday night. I'm running behind. Ash just got home and she surprised me and came home a day early. Super excited about that. And I have not had a chance to do much of anything, but I did get the bacon cooked. So let me show you that. It's already 5 o'clock. All right, so I did get some bacon cooked and I've got some stuff set up. This is actually chicken broth and this is chicken broth. And and tonight we are making potato soup and BLTs. Now I've got stuff here we need to chop up real quick. And then I did put 1/4 cup of bacon grease into my big soup pot for making the potato soup. So let's get this one started. Okay, I'm going to start with 2 stalks of celery. I like to split my celery down the sides so it's not such big pieces. Go down the middle. Okay, so now we're ready to start this. I've got everything prepped and ready. So I'm going to turn this on a medium-high heat. I'm going to heat up that 1/4 cup of bacon grease that I saved. Now, I did fry up a bunch of bacon, and I'm going to save this for BLTs. Along with the bacon, something that we have from getting a pig this year, is we have what's called jaw meat. It's kind of more like a ham, and it's smoked, and it tastes more like ham. So I'd also cook that up, and I'm going to add that in this soup instead of the actual bacon. So you could substitute this out for ham, for bacon, or just leave it out altogether. That is up to you. But the bacon grease is going to give it definitely that yummy flavor. So now I'm going to add the vegetables that we chopped up earlier. So I'm going to add carrots. Chopped up 2 carrots. I'm going to do the garlic in just a little bit. I'm going to add the onion, chopped up 1 onion, and 2 stalks of celery. And I'm going to stir that up and cook that in this bacon grease. It smells so good. Now, this recipe also calls at the very end to add either spinach or kale, which is one of the reasons that I love this recipe. However, since Ash came home, Charles, I make him deal with it. She really does not like spinach or kale cooked. She will eat spinach plain or, raw. But she also has not been feeling that great. So I do not want to, feed her something that she doesn't want to eat. I want her to eat good. It's all about the kids. So she made the ROTC color guard and kind of went through a hazing. Yes, baby. She went through a hazing for a week, and they had them out in the cold and everything else, working so hard. So she is not feeling good and exhausted. Guys, somebody get him the charger, please, out of my room. I'm in the middle of cooking. Thank you. So I just want to kind of take care of her, as moms do, nurse her back to health before she leaves in a week to go back to school. Okay, next I'm going to go on and add in the garlic. And just stir that. I have here about 8. Oh, I didn't realize you were all steamed up. Sorry about that. I have here about 8 potatoes cut up. I'm going to add those in here as well. And I am just going to coat those real good in this bacon grease so they get that flavor, and let this cook without water added yet for just a few minutes. Then we're going to add enough chicken broth, not water, but chicken broth or chicken stock, or chicken bone broth, whatever you have. Or water with chicken bouillon cubes. That works just as good too. In fact, mine is going to be a mix. You're going to see like this. I have some that has like this chicken broth powder that I love. And then I had some bone broth in the in the fridge. So I'm going to use a mix of both. I'm going to stir it up. Those of you who don't know what ROTC is, if you didn't hear or watch a video where I mentioned before what she was doing, it is basically it's officer training through college. So she is going into the Air Force when she graduates, and that's just something she's always wanted to do. So she's going to do it, and she will go in as an officer. So she has 4 years of officer training. She was just in Washington, D.C., and she was doing all kinds of fancy dinners and stuff. She loved that. That was a few weeks ago. So I actually haven't seen her in a month. And I had to stir this. I haven't seen her in a month. And that's like the longest I've ever not seen one of my children. It was quite hard. But now she is home for a week. If you guys have remedies for a cold, they had them out doing push-ups and sit-ups in 20-degree weather in tank tops and shorts and saying do it until somebody cries and try and break them. It was a total hazing experience. I was not happy, but of course I can't say anything. She would have been mortified if I'd ever said anything. Of course I wanted to. But. Alright, this is looking good. Let's go back down to the food. Alright, so now I'm going to cover this with the broth, and I might need to get some more because I only got 4 cups here and I got quite a bit of potatoes. We'll see. No, that's about right. I might add just a little bit more, maybe 1 more cup. That's pretty much covering it, but I'm going to add about 1 more cup. So I'm using water. I just have a little bit of this chicken broth powder, something I've gotten on Amazon, and I think it's really good flavor. So I'm just going to add that. I didn't want to open another can or another container of chicken bone broth because I won't use it again for a few days. Okay guys, that's it. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. We're gonna let this just come up to a boil. I'm gonna turn it to high, let it boil, let the potatoes get good and tender, and then we will be back to take care of this. Okay, real quick, sorry I turned off all the main lights. I forgot to add in Like I said, I'm using the pork jaw, or you could use ham or bacon. I forgot to add that back in here as well. So this is going now for about 20 minutes till that's tender. Okay, this is almost done. They're getting pretty soft. So now we're going to go on and make our little roux up. So we're just going to come over here. Back you guys out. Okay, so here all I'm going to do is melt butter. I know you're shocked. A lot of butter. Okay, so now I've got this butter almost melted. I'm going to sprinkle in about 3 tablespoons of flour. And I'm just going to stir that around here. And that was about 3 tablespoons of butter as well. And just let this cook for a few minutes. Then tonight I am using heavy whipping cream, but you could use half and half or even whole milk. I have the heavy whipping cream and I want this to be nice and rich, so I am using that. Now I'm going to add my cup of heavy whipping cream in here. Turn that off the heat for a minute because that's getting awful thick already. Come on, just a little bit more of this heavy whipping cream because I just think it's a little bit too thick. This, you guys can see, to the soup here. And that, make that good and creamy. Taste it and see if we need to add any more salt or pepper. I'm going to remove this from the heat so it doesn't burn. And, okay, so I just kind of removed it from the heat so that it doesn't burn. This is going to be perfect. Now I'm getting the bread together for the BLTs and then we'll finish the soup off. So here it is. Now, my homemade sandwich bread is falling apart tonight. It's nice and toasty, as you can see over there. It did not like when I cut it in half though. So it'll be a little messy when Charles tries this for you. But nothing is better than homemade bread. All right, Charles is here to taste it. Yeah, you see the sandwich bread's kind of falling apart.
That's all right.
And I just have stuff sitting out.
I had the bread for lunch with peanut butter on it, and it was incredible. Perfect sandwich. So I'm not really worried about a BLT, and that's good. So we'll taste test.
Well, everything's good with bacon, right?
Yeah, everything's good with bacon.
Oh, it is hot. Look at that smoking. I tried to let it sit a little bit before I called you in to try it.
Let's pause the video for a second then, and we'll let it cool for just a second so I don't melt my mouth.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah, that seems like no time at all elapsed for them, doesn't it?
No.
Good?
He's surprised. He's not a huge fan of soups and stews.
It's good and creamy. So.
Did you get any of the ham bits? There's little chunks of ham. Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't get any of that.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be better. Well, yeah, but if I get another bite to test that, then we got to put the video on hold. Because, folks, I appreciate y'all, but I want to be able to taste tomorrow.
It's hot. All right, try your sandwich. Your fall apart sandwich. That's one's falling apart even more than the other one.
That's all right.
It'll still taste good.
Oh, it did toast very crisp.
Oh, it did. It got super
It's like
crispy.
a rice cake almost. It's that crisp.
Don't say it's like a rice cake. People hate rice cakes.
Well, it obviously doesn't taste like a rice cake. I mean, unless I guess you put bacon on rice cakes.
You can put bacon on anything. All right, so what's the verdict?
Very good, but honestly, I think I would not toast them quite as much.
Not double
toast
toast.
just a little bit.
Well, I double toasted them because a homemade bread does not toast very good the first time around. As you can see, it's super moist and it's perfect sandwich bread.
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic.
Crunched it. To me, I wouldn't say rice cake. I'd say more like crouton.
Okay. Since I really have never eaten a rice cake, I will take your... We'll go with it.
All right. Okay, then.
But it's great.
What would you rate it? 1 out of 10.
I have to give this one a 9.
Because it's super stew.
Because it's super
Well, it can all be a 10.
And because the toast did get just a little bit over crunchy.
The kids will love it. They will think it is a 10, the soup.
But I will say, for those watching, I've had to let my waistline out a good ½ inch, almost an inch, since we started this series. So.
Because there's no just, Mom doesn't feel like cooking. I'm cooking every night.
There's typically not leftovers anymore either. They're really not.
No, there's sometimes. We eat them though typically for lunch.
It's like you made the pizza the other night. I literally ate everything that was left at dinner. There was nothing left for leftovers. Now, the vegetable pizza, there was leftover. But the pepperoni, ate it all. What can I say?
And the tuna noodle casserole, you and Mom both ate that the next day for lunch.
Did they eat all the peanut butter things from last night?
Nope, they're still in the fridge. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to call my kids down and get them eating and go enjoy some time with them. So I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Bye, everybody.